center of wherever you are and get as many walls as you can in between you and the outside. And if you are in and live in a mobile home park, and plenty of people do around Pontotoc, you don't have a lot of time to go anywhere. But if you know, if there's a place within 5 minutes of you and you know you can get there, you do have time, actually. I'll go ahead and say that. You're going to be driving through some heavy rain. But if you can get somewhere to a sturdy structure within 5 minutes, take action and do it now. Let's go to our MDOT traffic cam right now, and let's pop that up, take a look at it. And this is at the university. Am I correct, Danielle? This
Yes.
is in Lafayette County. You can see, look how frequent that lightning is occurring right now. So this storm's got some punch. I mean, we talked about this also. The days are shorter, but we're also now moving into what we call secondary severe weather season, which, to be honest with you, in the last decade has almost been primary severe weather season, one could argue. This is where some of the strongest tornadoes have been and have occurred. Let's pop the other source up. But yeah, I mean, we're just now entering it. And we've got another event that may head our way Saturday into Sunday. But right now, let's go back to that MDOT cam if we could, because I do want to show all the flashing lightning that is occurring with that storm. It just goes to show when you have continuous lightning like this, you know that storm has energy, a punch, and is not going away anytime soon. Again, if you're just joining us, we are interrupting program because a tornado warning has been issued for southeastern Lafayette County, just to the south and east of Oxford, specifically in the areas of Algoma, Mississippi, Toccopola, and into the Pontotoc area. This storm is actually, gosh, look at all the lightning going on right now with this storm. That is just incredible.
And we just had an apartment fire today because of lightning strikes, and that's another thing that makes these storms so serious. That there wasn't a warning involved with the storm that caused the lightning fire that happened in Cordova this afternoon. So you just have to be prepared for anything weather-wise, especially this time of the year. We were looking earlier, you can literally see the clash of the two seasons, the cold air coming from the north and the warm air coming from the south in the Gulf, and it's just causing these strong storms sometimes. It
is, and I tell you what also, Danielle, you know how it is, when we get into the nighttime hours, that's when these things can really become dangerous. People are asleep. And you can't see tornadoes a lot of times at night unless you have the lightning. So this is a serious situation, folks. We're not on the air trying to scare you unnecessarily, but we're trying to tell you what's going on and that you need to take action if you are in. Zoom in here if you don't mind, Danielle. It looks like the worst of the storm is now pulling out of Lafayette County.
Yes, it does.
And moving. Thaxton, you've been hit by a tornado before, so you're no stranger to this. But for our viewers in Lafayette County, the tornado warning, the main center of the storm has now moved into Pontotoc County. It does appear, so that is good news. Oxford, for now anyway, you're in the clear. What is the latest bulletin? So have they updated it, or has it just been a
Nope.
standard?
It's just the standard. Yep,
okay.
Standard bulletin. Still saying it's in effect until 9:45, and I don't think they can cancel it until around 15 minutes before the warning is set to expire. And like you said, Oxford, where the campus is, not in the line of this storm. In fact, it looks like the storm has already progressed. According to our latest scan of our radar, has already progressed out of Lafayette County, but some people still might be able to pick us up, on the edge of that county. So we're going to stay on the air until it is actually not a warning anymore for Lafayette County, because you all are in our viewing area. You want to make sure that you are all safe at home. That's our #1 priority here at ABC 24 and CW30 at all times. So it's definitely something that we have been watching for. Like John said, we've been here since, well, Trevor was here this morning. I took over when Trevor left. We've been here since 12 and 1 o'clock this afternoon watching this line of storms continue to develop. This is our second line of storms associated with this cold front that's continuing to push through. And like John said, we are anticipating another cold front to be coming through Saturday, possibly Saturday night going into Sunday.
Yeah, that's another system that we're watching. It just goes to show that the pattern is beginning.
Right.
We're now in this what we call secondary, although I would argue primary, actually, severe weather season. So we're back on the radar. Here's another reason we're going to stay on the air is because there could be additional cells that develop. Like I said, if you're just joining us, Storm Prediction Center around an hour ago upgraded this entire area. And the tornado risk. All day long, it had been a 2% risk. Well, they pushed it up to a 5% risk just over an hour ago, and that gave us an extra heads up that, hey, this event is not over. We've been watching it all day, and just to clarify things, the red is the worst of the storm. When you get into the purple, that actually means there's good signs of hail. So purple equals hail, and the red, the really dark part of the red indicates the highest reflectivity values. In other words, the strongest image that the radar beam is getting, and we try to put it on a color palette for you. Just know red is bad, and yellow is not as bad, and green is pretty much just rain. So just to give you an idea, this one's nasty down here too,
yes,
around Bruce, Mississippi. Click on that. Let's see what we've got.
4.2.
Oh, yeah.
That's the highest all day.
This is the highest all day. We have not seen a tornado index over 4 all day. Like Danielle said, we've been watching this going all the way back to the morning. Even in the peak afternoon hours, we were talking about levels under a 4.2. So that is a nasty storm, and that is headed to the southeast. If you can see us or you have friends and family in these towns, you need to tell them to take action immediately. Bruce, Pittsboro, Calhoun County, which is a city in Calhoun County, Calhoun City, I should say, and Derma at 950. So I know some of you know people in that area. That's a dangerous storm. But the reason we are on the air right now is this tornado warning that has been issued by the National Weather Service for the extreme southeastern portion of Lafayette County until 9:45 tonight. And from some of our MDOT, why don't we come and do a 300-mile view, just a standard DMA view, Danielle, just to give everybody an idea of where we are. There we go. We're zoomed back out. All right, here's Memphis and Shelby County. All this green here, that's radar interference. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
But the worst of it is south and east of Memphis. And here's Oxford right here. So there's Memphis, there's Oxford. Here's where the warning is. Just wanted to give you a perspective of exactly where we are on the map, because I know sometimes we can get zoomed in too tight and then people join in and you wonder what the heck are we on the air for. So
right.
It's that tornado warning right there in southeastern Lafayette County.
Right.
Danielle?
And right before we went on, around 8:45, there was chat about definitely some hail in South Haven. So once again, John, sometimes, you know, these storms don't have a warning or watch on them, and we could still see some severe type activity. There is a new bulletin here. Okay, it says that they have canceled it for Lafayette, so the computer model has not updated yet. They canceled it for Lafayette, but they continued it for Pontotoc.
So programming note here.
Yes.
What we're going to do is take our ABC station back to regular programming since that has been canceled. We'll pause and do that now, and then obviously continue for our CW30 viewers. We'll continue on through our newscast. But right now, we are going to pause and take our ABC viewers back to regular programming, and we're going to go to a break on CW30, and we'll be right back.